It's like, yeah, I don't know, there's just... Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video is a pretty requested video, and I think it's pretty important now that I'm realizing how many spices I have. So I'm excited to go over this. One thing on my weight loss journey that I have learned is that seasoning food can make such a difference and can help you mix it up just so much. Like, it was a game changer to get all these different seasonings and spices and to help just make our food so much more flavorful and enjoyable to eat. So if you enjoy this video or find anything helpful, please go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started with some spices. So I'm glad that this was requested because it got me to clean out my entire spice cabinet. So what I did is I have a huge collection. I know I'm upstairs right now. It's just easier to film up here. So I have it all laid out on my desk, a ton of spices and seasonings. And I'm just gonna try to get through it as quickly as I can because there's a lot, but I pretty much wanna mention everything that I have here. I left some downstairs that aren't really ones that I use. I picked the ones that I use the most for a reason. So what I want to start with is just like basic spices that I think you should just have in your spice cabinet. So these aren't really like seasoning mixes so much, but these are just important, and I feel like they come up a lot in pretty common recipes, and I think they're just important spices to keep on hand, keep fresh. This helped me realize how many of my spices were expired and which ones I need to get new of. So yeah, it's a good idea to go through your spice cabinet anyway, but your spice cabinet is a good tool you can use on your weight loss journey. I really have learned that. So basic seasoning spices that you should have on hand. I'm just gonna go through them because no specific order. Like I said, these are just like the basic ones you should have for recipes. So that includes like parsley flakes. I have minced onion, ground ginger. I actually use pretty frequently when I make like egg roll bowls and different like Asian recipes. Italian seasoning is always something really good to have on hand. I love to use this for like my 2-ingredient dough or pasta. Same with basil is good for any like Italian dishes. I also, along with that, like to have oregano. Another one that I use all the time is paprika, and this just adds a lot of flavor to a lot of different dishes. No specific type. But then I also cumin for tacos and different like Mexican dishes. I use dill weed a lot when I'm making like different kind of wraps. Anything with cucumber is usually really good with dill weed, so that's why I like to have this on hand, but it's also good to make like dressings or sauces with. I use garlic salt all the time, as well as garlic powder, and there's a difference obviously. One is salt and one is just like the flavor of garlic, the powder. So I probably use the salt more than the powder. Crushed red pepper flakes. I use this on a lot of different recipes. And then cayenne pepper. So those are like just the basics. Oh, and then I use just sea salt and black peppercorns, which I just get from Trader Joe's, but it doesn't really matter what brand I usually use for these. And same with all these spices. Like, as you can see, they're all different brands. A lot of these I've just collected from going to different stores. It's like Walmart, Target, Meijer. Some of them are just like the name brand, but that's just what my collection is. So I don't think with these it's really that important to focus on brand. The only reason brand would matter for the ones coming up is because they're like specific spices they make. So let's get into some kind of just like seasoned salt spices. So a lot of my favorites are from Mrs. Dash, and that you've probably seen before. I like to use this chicken seasoning on chicken. And then I like to use this in a lot of different things, even like in chicken salad or tuna salad if I'm making it. It's just something that can add flavor. It's got like just onion, spices, celery seed, basil, like it's got a bunch of different stuff in it. So it's like a basic seasoned salt, but it's really good. Then also this Southwest Chipotle is pretty good. I like to put this on sweet potatoes actually. This one is when I have the taste for it, lemon pepper, and I like to use this mostly on fish, but again, that's something like I have to be in the mood for lemon peppery fish because that's something I don't always crave. I don't use that one as much. And then this one I just use all the time. This is just like a original seasoned salt blend. And again, this is something I use in like, you can use it in like eggs, chicken salad, tuna salad. Sometimes I just like to use it on veggies even when I'm roasting them, or potatoes in the air fryer. So it's just a good seasoned salt to have on hand. Okay, then these two are just another good like a black pepper seasoning. So I like to toss these on like chicken. And actually I really like to put these two on eggs because I like hot sauce and spicy on my eggs. So this one I like better. This is the Sriracha black pepper. And then we also have the Chipotle black pepper. So like I said, it's really good on eggs. This one's the medium. The Sriracha's the spicier one, but eggs or even just like any type of meat, like chicken or something like that, it's good on. Then this is another lemon seasoning I like, and if you take anything from this video, it'll be that Weber seasonings are the best seasonings, I swear. I have so many good Weber seasonings, and those are like a lot of my favorites. But anyway, this is a Weber seasoning, and it's just a zesty lemon. Another good one that I like to put on usually salmon, sometimes like mahi-mahi or any type of fish, but I like to do lemon salmon. And I'm excited to use that one on the grill. Now that I have a grill, I'm gonna try grilling salmon, and maybe I'll do lemon for that, but we'll see. Okay, and then this is just like a basic hamburger seasoning, and this is something I just, when I'm making ground turkey burgers, which ground turkey burgers are so good. You can use 99% lean ground turkey, which is 0 points on Blue, and you can season it so well. It's so good. You can't even tell that it's ground turkey, and we prefer it over beef now. So this is a good seasoning that I like to use when I make turkey burgers. So then this isn't really like a seasoning mix or anything, but I want to mention these. These are so good. They're mainly made for popcorn, but they're actually really good on veggies or even like eggs. I like to use some of them on eggs. So I just want to quickly show you these, and the brand is Colonel Seasons. And so this is the kettle corn. Okay, my least favorite is definitely the salt and vinegar, but that's Adam's favorite. He likes to use that on popcorn the most. Then the dill pickle was okay, but I was like choking on it. It was a little overwhelming. So I don't know, that one was weird. But then, okay, the rest of these are pretty much my favorite. So, okay, and then this one is really good for popcorn as well. It's like chili lemon. And then these are probably all my favorites. So I just like the cheesy ones. So there's white cheddar, then there's nacho cheddar, and cheesy jalapeno, which I've actually used for pasta before, and it's really good. But like I said, these are also really good on veggies and popcorn. And then my favorite one for popcorn is just the classic butter, because it's got like that fake butter taste that I enjoy. So these are all really good, and yeah, it's super easy to just mix up the flavor of popcorn. It makes every snack taste different, and yeah, it's just good to have some different products like this. Okay, then I'm just gonna talk about a few random things. I meant to mention this when I talked about the other seasonings, but this is just something I always like to have on hand. Toasted sesame seeds, perfect for like any type of Asian dish to top. I just like to always put this on a lot of rice dishes or seafood, and just a lot of Asian dishes it's good with. So then some of these are my favorite, just like all-purpose, and actually this one I haven't tried, but this is just to give you an idea. Like sometimes I go to like TJ Maxx or places that just have like different spices like this, and I like to just find, like, this one is kickin' chicken finger lickin', so it just sounds really good, and we end up trying it, and they're always really flavorful. So this is a new one I haven't tried yet, but I'm excited to. I'm definitely gonna use that on some chicken on the grill. And then this we also got from TJ Maxx, and this is really good. This is just like all-purpose chili seasoning that I like to put on like pasta and eggs. Then this is one I use all the time. This is just crushed pepper, oregano, and garlic, and that's just a good mix to have on hand. I like to top like 2-ingredient dough, like if I make a calzone or something, I like to put that on top. And then this one was just a random seasoning we found. I don't even know if you'd be able to find it anywhere. It's like a Chicago Cubs thing, but this was Joe Madden's Try Not to Suck all-purpose seasoning, and I just like to use this in like burgers and on potatoes or veggies. It's just an all-purpose seasoning that's really good. But like I said, you can find all-purpose seasonings anywhere. Pick one that you really like. We really enjoy this one, so you can pick one you like and use it on everything, and it's so good. And now I pretty much just saved like my favorite, most used seasonings. These are ones that I've purchased multiple times. Like these are my go-tos that I'm using every day. A lot of them are Weber, like I said. I'm gonna start with this one. This is a new one we just found. It's Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. And we've used it on like Brussels sprouts and potatoes. It was really, really good on potatoes. It's just like such a good buttery flavor, and I don't know, it's unique. I've never had a buttery seasoning like this, so I'm glad I got this, and we've been using it a lot. Okay, then these I've bought multiple times, both of them. This is the Everything But the Bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. I've also gotten the McCormick brand. It's just as good. This is just so good for everything bagels that I make, or just like on eggs. This stuff is so good on eggs, over easy eggs, scrambled eggs, super good for breakfast. So I highly recommend getting some of this. And like I said, you don't have to get the Trader Joe's brand. There's other brands that carry something very similar. But there's also this, which I love this stuff. I have been putting this on my like roasted grilled veggies a lot, and it's so good when I use those veggies in like taco bowls or like Mexican bowls. So I really like the seasoning. Again, this one is from Trader Joe's. Okay, then some of these are just, I love these. These two are my favorite. So I'm gonna talk about these two first. So this is the Weber grill the chili lime rub. So good on chicken and like the chicken that we make for like fajitas and stuff like that. And this is another one. All of these I'm so excited because we have a grill now, so I'm excited to use these on the grill, but usually I would just use it for cooking chicken on the stove before. So this is really good for like fajita chicken if you like that like citrusy taste with it. This one I've actually used on fish. This is a smoky brown sugar, and I used this on fish before, but also I think it'd be good on like chicken. It's just a really flavorful rub, and it's got like kind of a sweet taste to it, so I like this one. But then my two favorite that I have gotten multiple times, and I want to say I usually get these at Sam's Club, but they have them other places as well. But this is the Asian garlic rub, and this stuff is so good on fish. Mostly fish is what I use it on. I love to put it on salmon, but it's also really good on chicken. And then this I just put on everything. I put on veggies, I put it on shrimp and chicken and fish, and I just love this stuff. This is just their honey garlic rub, and it is so good. It's so flavorful and sweet. There's just so many different things you could use it for. I use it for so many things, and I just don't get sick of it. So highly recommend. If you're gonna try one of them, I would recommend the honey garlic, but like I said, the Asian garlic's really good, and all of them are super flavorful and just give you the option to completely change up a meal, even if you're using the same meat every single day. So that's why I really like to have a good variety. This is a new one I just got. It is a Flavor Bomb burger. I use it in turkey burger, and we really liked it. Super flavorful, and I didn't really need to use that much, and it had good flavor, so I liked this one. But then this one, oh my gosh, we keep using it, and this is the roasted garlic Asiago that I also just got. So good on veggies and potatoes. I put it on zucchini and threw it in the oven, and oh, so good. And it's got, you can taste the Asiago taste. Super good on chicken as well, and I think I might even try this one in a burger as well. And then the last Weber seasoning that we have been using a ton, and again, this is for like eggs or veggies mostly that I use it for, but this is the garlic jalapeno seasoning, and again, it's super flavorful. I might use it in a burger as well, but I love it on veggies. It's really good on veggies. So garlic jalapeno is really good. Then this is another Trader Joe's product. This is just their everyday seasoning salt. Again, this is just like a basic one that I pretty much put on everything: pasta, eggs, potatoes. A lot of these spices I use on all the same like meats or dishes, but I just mix them up all the time. So they're really just so interchangeable. That's what I love about having so many of them. So this is one of Adam's favorites, and I use this when I make chicken salad. It's actually really good. It's just a buffalo ranch seasoning, and yeah, super flavorful. It's also good to use on chicken so that you don't have to use as much sauce, and this one's really good. Then this one I use all the time, and this is the Famous Dave's steak and burger seasoning, and the only thing I've really used it in is, well, I sometimes use it on veggies too, I guess. See, so I just use everything on everything, but mostly for turkey burgers, and it just gives it a really good flavor. That's just like a basic flavor that can go with any toppings, because sometimes I make my turkey burgers like specifically to be like Asian flavored or like more like Mexican inspired, but this is like for a good basic turkey burger that's good in my bowls when I cut it up, and just a regular burger. Okay, and then the last spices I want to talk about are just these tasty seasonings, and this is the zingy cilantro, lime, and garlic. Then there's the tangy garlic, ranch, and chives, the peppy garlic, smoked paprika, and cayenne pepper, and then my all-time favorite is the cheesy Parmesan, red pepper, and oregano. And all of these are just so good for like veggies and chicken and eggs, and this I use in pasta all the time. Like I use this thing for everything. It's just such a good flavor, and usually I like to just mix it up with these, and yeah, like I said, I mainly use this one, then probably the peppy, but they're just very flavorful, and it's like, it's not too many flavors, like 3 to each one is really good, and it just makes it really easy to season food. So like I said, I think it's just so smart to have a good stocked spice cabinet when you're trying to lose weight, or just in general, because seasoning your food can make such a difference. It can make it more enjoyable for you to just cook and experiment with different seasonings. It makes your food taste better, and it's so much easier to mix up the meals, because it's so easy to get bored eating the same things every day, especially when you're trying to lose weight and you feel limited maybe to certain foods that you're trying to eat more of. So say you want chicken all the time, like it's so much easier to season it with different seasonings. And this also has helped us get away from using so many sauces, because we used to look for flavor in sauce before, and now we season our food a little bit better, and then we don't need as much sauce. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy it, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.